Rudy here. Welcome to the weekly Ninja ETF wrap. If you haven't seen, every Friday afternoon I do a video on the King or the Tank MVR ETF. So today's video is not about that, but this is the sort of the building block, the core foundation of a portfolio. And then if you ask after extra risk, then you go for some ninjas, and they're the one I'm going to go through. So I'll leave this video at the end if you haven't seen it. Alright, so moving on to the okay, I should this is got some feedback just this morning. Hi Rudy, here's an update on his personal decisions. Found me in July, a bit late to the party. Yeah, started in March, but I've been accumulating predominantly MVR and SILJ. Added Uranium HRZ. He's up 7 on MVR, 17 on the SILJ, 12 on Uranium, and 49% on Horizon. I call that a win. Big thanks for helping me see the light. Keep up the great work. G'day to the rooster. Alright, so that's what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm trying to help you especially transition from those VAS VGS modules that brainwash everybody and advertise and sell a brokerage account with it. Okay, so this is my I started on the 16th of June. So the RERP, the Ultimate Resource ETF portfolio. So it's, and I'll go through these the charts. So basically we've got gold and silver, platinum, palladium, rare earths, lithium, uranium, copper, and emerging markets. Okay, so that's this, and this is what that basically this here is that portfolio there. Okay, so it's, I'd say that's going up. Alright, so let's get into it. Okay, so this is the gold price. Looks like it doesn't want to stop. It has met my initial short-term measured target from here to here, add it to there. Does it mean it's going to fall over? I don't think so. The world's printing too much money. So I'm not going to... okay, so there's two ways to play it. There's the miners ETF. There is another one, GDX, but I prefer miners because it's hedged in Aussie dollars, so you don't have to worry about the Aussie dollar going up against the US and detracting your returns. But these are basically your global miners, your big boys, your Newmonts, your Wheatons, Francos. I do videos on each, so each of these ETFs I'll go through. There's usually a more in-depth video of the underlying companies, but that's not the point of today. It's just to show you. So that's going up. I'd love it to just consolidate, but they're still undervalued compared to the gold price. And just so in that MVR, this is the miners over the MVR ETF. So that MVR, when you look at the video, it's outperforming VAS, VGS, NASDAQ, you name it. But these ninjas are going to outperform MVR. So this is the ratio, M9RS over MVR. So miners is outperforming the King or the Tank MVR. But obviously he's a bit more risky than MVR. Now my preferred play is and I also have US ETFs, which I prefer. So like this GDXJ, there's 82 gold companies, but these are all the Aussie listed ones, all our big. So instead of just picking one Aussie gold stock, you can buy this GDXJ. It's not that hard to set up. It's, I don't know why people worried about. Anyway, I sort of understand, but I don't. So this is that's going up. So that's outperforming the miners. Okay, so silver, It's my favourite metal. Look at that. If you haven't seen that before, that's 1980. Dun, dun. It's just a beauty to watch. Once she cracks 50, she's going to be off to the races. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Now you can get access to that through ETP Mag. That's just holding the physical silver. Or my favourite ETF is SILJ. You got to be in America though. So it's just taking out its highs, and once silver rockets, that's what we call an indecision candle. There, so this is a weekly candle. So usually that's a topping pattern, but if it breaks, it's extremely bullish, and that's what I reckon is going to happen. So this is SILJ over the silver price. So like with gold, the price of gold has actually outperformed the miners, same as silver. So this coming down means the physical silver price, ATP Mag, has been outperforming SILJ. But the miners are now going to start to outperform the metal. Platinum, so you get access to ETP MPT is the ETF. So all these precious metals are going off because the government's printing too much money around the world. Pretty simple. Palladium's been basing for a long time. ETP MPD. To get that looks like a buy. Now if you want an all-in-one, I don't mind this one. ETP MPM. You've got 60% gold, 20% silver, 5 platinum, 30 palladium. Personally, silver's going to outperform gold. But anyway, this is a nice all-in-one one. Okay, so then we've got the copper price. So copper's, you can't buy an ETF for buying physical copper, but that's okay. We've got the wire ETF, so this is on the ASX. You're a global copper producers. This is when I started the channel. Bang bang, I was just anyway, so it's good. This is just going to get harder the longer this channel goes. I know a lot of people got in early here and they're laughing. So yeah, it's keep them on your radar, and I don't know, hope for a pullback. CopJ, this is my preferred one. So again, in Australia, the ASX, we tend to have the senior miners, whereas CopJ is medium-sized copper miners. But again, these are all ASX listed copper miners in this ETF, and my preference is to buy CopJ, although Y is just as good. And why do I say that? So this is CopJ. In a bull market, when it gets to the end of it, because we're just starting it, the mid-sized miners outperform the big boys. So this is here CopJ outperforming, and now their Y is doing the same, but over time I expect CopJ to outperform. Okay. And then we got, so this is the uranium physical price. I'm not going to go into watch the MVR video for a bit deeper dive or single videos I do during the week. So the ETF there is URNM on the ASX. So we're loading up back here. So these are your basically two big uranium miners in here. Then there's my preferred one is URNJ. It was in America, ETF. Again, because it's got the mid-size uranium miners in there. A lot of ASX ones in here. I won't go through. So the same sort of story. You are so the junior over the big boys. There's your declining wedge breakout. So URNJ will outperform URNM in the long run. Oil price getting hammered. Good time to be buying oil. It probably won't go that much below 60 for a long time, because a lot of oil producers need $60 to make a profit. So why would they produce it if they're going to lose money? So you can play that through this fuel ETF, which is on the ASX. It's got all your integrated oil and like your Shells and ExxonMobil, Chevron. So it's an end-to-end. My preferred exposure is probably Woodside, but we're on ETFs. Is this one in America, the XOP? So this has got all the Woodsides of America in here. But obviously, yeah, you just go for Woodside probably, because you don't get franking credits from international ETFs. But if you're buying a Ninja, you're not buying it for income. Let me just get that straight. You're doing it for growth. Food. So food's not necessarily a ninja, but ninjas need to eat. So this is global agricultural stocks. So I think it's just a good diversifier. That's why I like it. Okay, LitP. Okay, so this is an American-based one. We don't have one in Australia. So these are your lithium miners. Bang, 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 bang. That still looks good to go. REMX. This is your rare earth ETF, only in America. So this is like so LitP's got your Pilbara Minerals of the world, and REMX. It's got the line, the Linus. We have Linus. So rather than just buying Linus, you can buy an ETF and get diversification. That's going up. Or one that I like, if you're too lazy to open a US brokerage account, is this XMET. So it's basically got everything except for gold and uranium. Because it actually does have. I'll do a video on this one each week too, because this is the lazy man's ETF. Because it's got some silver producers in here, which is the ones I'm most bullish on. So that looks good. There's DTech. So it's the only tech-based ETF I've got as a Ninja. So it's got your Palantir. The companies are going to scare you in terms of people spying on you, but it's going to happen. Anyway, defense technology, that's good. Then we've got some emerging markets, so IIA, which is Taiwan, China, Hong Kong. Got IEM, a bit more. Got China, a bit more, and a bit of India. If you want to make a choice, I'd go IAA, because that's forming a bullish pattern. So IAA to outperform IEM. And then, well, not in the Rudy's ultimate resource portfolio, but for exposure, it's just crypto action. Trump in charge. There's probably going to be plenty of it around still. But this CRIP ETF I had put out before, it's got a what we call a rising expanding wedge here with a target price up here. So it's just taking out the highs. So for those of you like that crypto, why not? And lastly, in Australia, small caps, SMLL is my choice out of all the small cap ones. It's got a lot of gold producers in there too, Aussie ones. And I say that, so this is small over VAS, so going up means small is outperforming VAS, which is what you expect now. Alright, so that's the weekly Ninja wrap. So if you haven't seen the MVR video, I'll leave it at the end. Otherwise, yeah, have a good one and have a nice day, and give us some feedback. The rooster always loves a bit of feedback. So yeah.